let's start with is holding Muppet. Child. Hold it away. Oh, that's me. We just named it. And we'll stay down. And count them. Once they stay down. They're all short. Very tranquil beings. And they're just really cool. And like you should give them a chance. And then you'll turn.
These kids are secondchancebreastfeed.org, NYC secondchancebreastfeed.org. Lisa Blanco, thanks for joining us. Apparently patches.
Thank you for having all of us.
These good homes, everybody. Come on, Rachel, I captured this.
Good morning. Got quite a few people already. All right. It is 8:57 here in Port Huron, Michigan. Hey. Quite a few people already. All right. My chat. Okay. Should be good to go. I think Mia wants to go out. You gotta go outside. I just fed Mia. She wants to go outside. I'll be right back. Hang in there, gang.
Hurry up with the tax benefits of an iPad. That's right. Go big and I trust.
Hurry up. Go slow. Go slow.
Setting up accounts.
It is cold and snowy out. It's only 15 degrees. Mia's outside. Somebody remind me because I forget. I don't want to leave her out there in the cold very long. Waypoint, how you doing? The chair says hello too. Brenda. Yeah, as you can see from here, it's pretty icy and yucky out there. Thanks, Giggles. Yep. PJ, how are you doing today? Good, I hope. Yeah, what I ought to do over here on this computer is turn the back outside camera on, huh? That would probably be a smart thing to do, not that I'm smart, but hey. One can always inspire to be a little smarter than what you were yesterday. Without having it fade away on you. I don't know whether it's just the cold or not, but my backdoor camera doesn't seem to want to be functioning. Oh, there's Mia. It's cold out there.
Sister provided us, it's the Gilmore News and Gossip, 5 cents per bottle. And
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that, gang. Just always something to do. It's just me and I here, and so we got to kind of take care of each other. Right, Mia? Where'd she go? There she is. You good girl. Yes, you're a good girl. Such a good girl. Yes, you are. I think it's time for you to go over and lay down. Dad'll be with you in a while. Go ahead. Well, lay down. Well, lay down. Lay down. So, how's everybody doing today? Jody, I hope all is well with you. I know you were talking about you weren't feeling well or something, or Jim's droning. Brian's here. Of course, Brenda's always hanging out here just to make sure. And then TJ, I don't know if TJ had to go to work or what.
Hi, good morning.
Those two things right there are actually buoys that are marking the channel markers. And they're so frosted and everything, they're kind of tipping over.
Stands behind. That's anticipated.
Yeah, Mia is my little pumpkin head. I don't know what I'd do without her. The scary part is I know that sooner or later I'm gonna have to do without her, or she's gonna have to do without me, you know.
Wildfire, but he had split from So that would LED or they were fast.
I think those are birds. I hope they're not frozen into the ice. Sometimes the birds get their feet frozen into the ice and they can't get out. But here's what it is. I'm tracking a ship that's supposedly coming down, but it's been coming down for quite some time. The Calumet's only doing 5.5 knots. And the Coast Guard cutter Mackinac is about 10 miles to its east. And so the Calumet is supposed to be going to Detroit. So it's up in Lake Huron, and I hope it's not having a lot of problems, but is what it is. And of course, first thing this morning, all my little furry buddies outside were looking for peanuts. I had to throw those out, so. So what's everybody up to this weekend? Anything special? I know there's I think it is this week, is this Super Bowl weekend? Oh, it's scheduled for February the 9th.
Here's the CEO.
I thought maybe there was some football this weekend, but I don't think so.
And obviously, he's very critical of a lot of the Democrats in this room, but when they sit down at the table, they start talking about issues. It's like Brad Sherman, for example, started talking about how, stipulations of funding. The issue of stipulations of funding.
Well, the Commanders and Eagles play tomorrow at 3 o'clock, and the Bills and the Chiefs play tomorrow at 6:30. I thought it was all over and done with, but ever since my my Lions lost, I haven't paid a lot of attention.
This is fascinating. Do you think we could see a seismic shift, based on just how Donald Trump handled these two emergencies that, as you rightly point out, were neglected by Democrat leadership at the federal level with Biden and also with Karen Bass?
Well, I think his reelection is a watershed moment where the country, it was closer than a lot of.
Well, this is championship weekend. This is when the two teams decide when to go to the Super Bowl.
You mean the AFL and NFL?
It is, that's this weekend, tomorrow.
All right. How you doing, Joe?
I'm not. I got my earbuds for the other computer on connected. Aggravating. They're charged up, ready to go. They don't want to.
They don't want to connect.
They're not reading it at all. They were, but they won't connect. And I ain't in the mood to fool with it.
Well, technology can be cumbersome sometimes.
Well, it's just, it happens all the time, something turns off or reboots, and then everything goes crazy, you know?
Yeah.
So it's just,
How,
I get
how
tired of
did,
that.
how did you do with your photo shoot yesterday?
It was hard. Actually, the girls' game was hard. I was a step behind everything yesterday. I was able to get the pictures I needed for the paper, but I didn't get the pictures I usually get.
Was it because you were behind the time or just not focused on the right thing at the right time?
I don't know what it was. I think I was just a step behind. See, arbitrarily connected.
Yep.
I didn't do anything different. Didn't do anything. I was standing with it in my hand, and I heard him go boom, boom, boom. Turn around. Stupid thing. Yeah, I just think I was a little behind on me. I think it was me. Now, I got better but the main game I was there for was the boys' game. And, let's see. Okay. The main game I was there for was the boys' game, and the girls played the first game. And my editor, Joe, the other guy, his name's Joe too. He's there, and he says, "Yeah, get me a couple of pictures from this game. I'll use it too." Like that. So he's going to run both games, so I can get paid double, which is good.
Ah,
So, so, he said, just give me probably one or two at the most. So I got the two top shooters in the game and sent those into him. But the second game, the way it works is that it's a district game, so we cover both teams. And that's what we were there. That's why they had to play it yesterday. It wasn't an out of town team, it was a district game. And there's only 2 weeks left in basketball. So they've got 2 games they got to make up from last week. So next week we're gonna have 4 or 5 games. You know, it's just 4 or 5 days with 2 to 3 games each. So I'm gonna have about 12 games next week again. So one of them I won't be going to. I won't be going to Ponchatoula's. I'm not going out there. Unless he calls me. He calls me and says, go do it. He told me, he said, we'll probably wait for him to play Ponchatoula at home, the second game for that coverage, because that'll probably be for the district title.
okay.
So I said, okay, well, that's better for me. I don't feel like traveling. It's only 20 miles, but I don't feel like going. I don't like that gym. I don't like, it's dark. It's the one's got the big ass fan in it on the top. It hangs from the ceiling. It's just a dull gym. It's dark colors are just bad. But the second, like I said, his game, I told him, I said, well, I'll just get your main players on Covington. And I said, I'll play it by ear and see, because one half of the game I'm on one side, the other half I go on the other side. But I'm shooting for Mandeville mainly only. So one of those periods, I'm gonna have to stay on the side where Covington's coming to get the people driving to the basket and everything. So I sat there and I'll tell you the other part too. So I sat there. First period, shot the stuff for Mandeville, and I knew I'm going to need more Mandeville shots because they weren't good. I had a couple of them in there that actually one of them out of the first period I used. So the second period, I get up when they're going to the bench and they're getting ready to come back out, and I go walking straight across the court, and he's sitting up on top of the bleachers on the other side. And he looks at me and goes, like, why are you moving? You know? I said, I'm doing it now. Because Mandeville was playing better than they were playing, so I figured they had a chance of winning. So I only need a few good shots of Covington. So the second period, I shot the shots of the Covington I needed. So then the third and fourth period, I had nothing but Mandeville. Mandeville won by 8 points. So Mandeville won by 7 points. So might have been 6, but it was like 50 to 41. That might have been 9. I think it was 50-41. So basically, 3 periods, I shot Mandeville. 1 period, I shot Covington and got all the shots I needed. And he emailed me later and he said, you moved because you had a feeling. I said, yeah, I felt Mandeville would win it, but I only needed to get a few shots. I got that over with right off the bat. Yeah, sometimes I'll do that. Cause I'll do it sometimes, get 5 fast shots. When they call a timeout, go to the other side. Cause I don't want to shoot. I don't want to lose shots if I don't have to.
Lance
Morning,
needs a password. Do you know what it is, Joe?
I'm in. I'm in. Can you hear me?
Oh,
He's
yeah.
in.
Okay.
I went back to an
Same
old
password every time. Yeah, that password never changes. There's some place you can find it. I
So
don't
how
know
you
where to
how
find
you
it.
doing, Lance? I hear you coughing.
Yeah, I had to mute my mic. I swallowed my coffee wrong.
Yeah,
Hey, Russell. Good
it must
morning.
be some good coffee.
Always good.
Brenda says hi to Captain Joe.
Hey,
One
right.
step at a time.
Brenda. So you got Brenda, Jim droning. Frank, how you feeling there, Jody? Frank, you got Jody sick. Hey, Russell. Brenda. Who else we missed? Way back there. Brian, way back there. East Coast is in there?
Yep.
I don't see East Coast. Dusty. He's way back. Yeah. But the best thing is I'm gonna have to deal with they got both teams cheerleaders. So I know I'm gonna have to deal with cheerleaders, and since it's a district game, they usually bring about 14. So it's about 14 cheerleaders, and there's a lot of cheerleaders from where I sit, right?
Yeah.
Like I said, I always have to argue with cheerleaders. I'm not arguing with cheerleaders anymore this year because the officials are taking care of it for me.
Oh, they straighten them out for you?
Well, like last night before the first game, right? And it was the way they did it. It was funny. The girls, I'm sitting in my seat right there on the edge of the line, and they come stretch on all the way over by me, and one of them gets right over and almost in front of me to the side, right to the right. And she's in the lane, almost in front of me, about a foot off the court. They're getting ready to jump the ball. The head official blows the whistle at the other guy, comes walking over, walks up, stands right in the lane, looks at him, puts his arms out, and he says, "You see this lane right here? Move over that way. You do not stand in this lane, or I'll put you in the stands." I tell y'all that every time I come out here. So y'all better pass it on. Because the next time I come out here and y'all in the lane, y'all gonna cheer from the stands. Like this. And I'm sitting on my stool, right? They say, okay. They start moving over. He walks over and he daps me off. And he goes, "Here you go, I made your room." Like that. And they look over and he turns around at him and says, "Oh, he's good where he's at because he's out of the lane. You have to stay out of the lane. That's the rules. That's the LHSA rules." And I know he's told y'all that. And he walks off. And then they played the game and they stayed out the rules the whole time. All the cheerleaders were giving me dirty faces, bitch faces all night.
Oh, were they?
Yeah, because they were couldn't, and all they had to do was split it up and go on the other side of me.
Yeah.
Just leave that lane open. You know, when they do that, everybody's happy. It's like they gave me bitch face. I told one of the girls, she said, "You told them to say that?" I said, "No, it's the rules. That's LHSA rules. That's the rules that they put down. I can't get in there because you're interfering with the game." And she goes, "I think you said that." I said, "Don't be ugly." She went over. She was one of them, a flyer. So they were putting her up so she could jump and everything. They almost dropped her. And when she came back and said, "You see what you get for being ugly?" So they were mad at me for the first game last night. But that's the way it's supposed to be. So if I was official, if I was an official and I came over there the second time, the third time they would always be in the stands when I was there. Because if you don't want to listen to me, you don't listen to me. Just go sit there. The Covington cheerleaders, when they came in, they got in their little spot right on the side. And they do
They
that
knew,
at their
huh?
gym. Well, they know, because they don't, see, it's the cheer coach. She is a total bitch. Because they win national champions, so they're all above that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they're all that and a bag of chips, huh?
All that and something else, tea bag or something, proper tea. So I emailed Freewell Filters, and I told them, I said, I have a problem with your Neo filters. I said, they're magnetic, and I said, and they don't clip on tight. I said, I've lost one, and I don't know how I've lost it, where I've lost it. I said, I've only had them for a couple of weeks. Like that. And I said, the camera butter filters I have for the Avada 2 do the same thing. They're magnetic, but they don't come off. They came back with a long speech. There's no Avada 2 filters that are magnetic that we know of. And I came back and said, you want me to send you a picture? You know, like that. I said, because I've got camera butter filters and it's got a piece that goes behind it, it's magnet, and it clips onto that. And I just sent that back to him, right? They came back and they said, well, what we would like you to do is test them out for us. Stop. What we'd like you to do is test them out for us. You don't have to fly your drone to do it. Just get the other filters you have and put them on there and shake the drone to see if they come off like that. So I did. They don't come off, but when you look at the drone, the left side of the magnet on the filter clips
Yeah.
on real tight. The right side looks like it's like half the strength of the magnet. So in other words, you just touch it with the left side. When you're looking at it, the right side looking at it, you just kind of move it and it'll come off the thing, and then the other side pops off.
Oh,
So it's not a tight fit on both sides. So that's what I told them. So they sent me back a message last night and said that it might be defective filters. And they said when they'll something to do with their office being closed until February 5th. They said they'll be sending me filters.
cool.
So, but I noticed that I said there's no way that filter fell off. You know, when did it fall off?
Well, did they say that they've had other complaints or no?
No, they did not.
And if they had, they probably didn't want to tell you they've had other complaints.
Well, it's their first magnetic filter. The magnet thing stays on good. The little piece of metal is magnetized. Or is it the filter that's magnetized? I don't know. I never tried that. But I told him, I said, one side just seems so much looser than the other. I said, that may have been it. Wind might have got up in there and flew right off. That's what I told him. I said, the props on wind or making a turn, maybe some wind got up in there and just blew it right off.
Yeah.
Well, it looked like it. But they told me that what they told me in the original was they wanted my stuff and everything that replaced the ND16 that I lost, right? Then after I sent the other stuff back, they said they'll send it on ahead and everything and send me some filters. So I sent them a picture of what I had. So I'm imagining what they're gonna do. It's just replace it as defective, you know.
Can I share a couple pictures of
Sure.
my basketball game last night?
Oh,
Sure.
I'm about to say, just don't make sure you got clothes on.
Okay.
That's a different kind of ball game, right?
So I did this, actually, it was 2 nights ago, my special needs game. Did you guys see that?
That's a good
Mhm.
picture.
So
Yeah.
this kid right here is on the other team. This is the team that, that I was shooting, but this is the castle. You guys have seen the high school
Right.
with the looks like a castle. This is inside the castle, and this is the team stadium. Anyway, this kid here.
Doesn't seem like they have a lot of people watching.
No, well, it's right after school. It's about 4 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
And they're and then the other side of the stadium's a little fuller, but not a lot. Anyway, this kid must have made 10 3-pointers.
Well, the kid that's next to him looks like he's like a little midget.
So do you see me moving my mouse around him?
Yeah, the little midget is the one making the 3-point.
Right there.
Yeah. He's the guy making all the 3-pointers. This is, anyway, just that shot. And then, can you see this?
Yeah.
Can you see the girl? I don't know if you can see
Yeah.
her. I haven't, I'm going to do some cropping here, I think. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
So the girl played another team?
No, our team as well. So it's a mix of, because they're all special needs kids. And so what they do is they play special needs kids and then 2 kids that aren't special needs, that are, just the general population, that really aren't, like this boy here is not a special needs kid. So they don't shoot the ball. They just pass it to the special needs players to let them shoot.
Okay.
In fact, this kid's not a special needs kid for Silas either. So those are the 2 kids playing on the floor at this point that kind of help and assist those special needs. And this girl is pretty good. I mean, look at her form. I mean, not bad at all. But anyway, I'm just kind of going through my shots, see what I'm going to put in the yearbook, I think.
So who won the game, Lance?
We did. We won by a lot.
Oh,
The other team really had, there were some Down syndrome kids. There were kids that, they were a little more needy than our kids, if
okay.
and so it was, our kids weren't quite that needy. So it wasn't a fair game, really, as far as that's concerned.
They weren't playing at the same level.
Exactly. But boy, everyone had fun. It was just so cool to see. And every time Stadium scored a basket, the whole gym went crazy. It was fun to see. And they probably lost by 25 points. We beat them by probably 25. And we weren't running it up. We just were making our baskets. And in fact, I think the 3-point kid scored, I think they scored 35, and I think he had 30 of them, 30 points. It's pretty good.
That's good. Joe was having a hard time with his shooting yesterday.
That's what he was saying.
I was a step behind.
Yeah, sometimes that happens. And I hate it. Sometimes I'll put my camera in manual focus and I forget to change it back, and the first 10 pictures are all out of focus. So Paul, did you fly the ships today?
No, there's no ships today. There's a couple of ships out in the lake.
There's some
But
runners behind you.
The lake has got like 6 inches of ice on it. So
Is there some kind of fun run today? Look at all the runners behind you on your screen.
no, that's just normal.
I mean, really, there's like 100 people out there, not
Yep.
maybe 100.
Yeah, they all get together and run.
Okay, it's like a club, probably, huh? running club.
Yeah, an exercise club type of thing.
Yeah.
You know, the word of mouth spreads and they run. Here comes some
There goes
more.
your mic again. You must have bought that mic that Justin recommended, huh? Yeah. Yeah, it's going bad. I think what happens, I think it's either the batteries or something, because I think it might burn out fast. And my earphones disconnected again. They
Okay.
just disconnected arbitrarily, you know? Wow. Yeah, go swimming there.
No. No, those are big hunter killer whales, aren't they?
Yeah. Walker.
To feed off these seals.
Lance,
Hey, Lance,
I had to mute you. The static.
you got that scratchy microphone.
Well, maybe there is some kind of a run today. I didn't know it, but there's
Yeah,
people
you got too many
watching.
people. You got too many people there just to be run normal.
Maybe some kind of a marathon run or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a run in the snow.
Well, and this one, this gal here, she's walking.
They've got a thing called the Crescent City Classic they do around Easter time. And these guys go out there and they dress like rabbits. They dress all kind of different costumes and run. Half of them walk.
Is this any better? Is this any better?
No.
Same thing. Yeah, don't buy anything that Justin recommends.
Well, you think it's a microphone or is it his? What could it be? It could
I don't
be
know.
his computer or.
Well, I thought he said something before that it was that the microphone, the batteries were dying, or it was something like that.
Yeah, but you'd think it would just fade out and not get scratchy.
It's losing connection, so it won't disconnect. That's what's the matter. Well, I woke up last night about 12:30, right? And I was cold. I said, "Why am I cold?" I had my thermostat's automatic, and what you call it, the thing went back to the comfort temperature on me, where the heat wouldn't turn on. It was 68 degrees. It was down to about 70 degrees in there. Stupid ass thing. It's on 68 right now. It dropped again.
19 degrees here right now, and that's supposed to.
I mean, that's the thermostat inside.
That's going to be our high.
We're at 32 right now. I'm gonna hold it for 12 hours. it'll stay at 74 thermostat in here until 8 something tonight. And I'll see what the temperature is gonna be overnight, because last night we got to 26 again. But we're supposed to go up, I think during the week, next week, we're gonna be in the 70s.
Really?
Yeah, it's because we're gonna have rain all next week. Now we're getting the stormy pattern.
Yeah, I don't know where they're running from or to, but
Yeah, they got some kind of run going. I've seen Mark in a couple of days. I wonder what he's doing.
yeah, I haven't either. Let's see how far that is away. 10, 20, 30, about 40 miles north of me is a, oh, look at them all running it. They're going back.
Yeah, that's some kind of race.
A lot of walking going on though.
It's probably a big long race.
But you know, they all got some kind of badge on them, like, see them?
Yeah. That's their things, their number probably.
Could be. Cause that's looking down south. Those are the high-end condos over there.
Oh, giggles. Why aren't you on here there, TJ?
TJ,
You didn't stay on much longer yesterday. After I got off yesterday, you got off within about 20 minutes.
yeah, cause it was down to like 5 people watching. And it just seemed like it was going down a steady stream, but then somebody said that Art was gonna be on shortly.
Art was gonna be on. He had another whole hour before he came, hour and a half before he came on. Because
Okay.
Don said something about he had to go upstairs. He said, okay, we'll stay on for a little longer. And then Don says, yeah, I'm gonna go up and cook in a little while. And he said, okay, we'll just get off. You were ready to get off, it looked like. Because you said they had 11 watching and there were 4 on the panel. And you cut that one quick. But Mark, I don't know. Ever since Mark said something to Don and Don told him, shut up. I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Don got him and I got him too the same day. He was talking about Trump and I said, it don't even belong to you. Don't worry about it. Let it go. You know? Oh, that I was watching last night. I had Fox on last night while I was editing. And he was doing a round table at the fire department with Los Angeles mayors. And the all the area mayors. And the mayor of Los Angeles started talking about how they're gonna have the easy permit process. How it's gonna take you'll be able to get a permit within a week and all of this. And he went off on her. And don't argue with him. He's gonna beat you. You can't argue with Trump. He said it's unsatisfactory. Y'all need to waive all of the permits right now and if it's a certified builder, all these people need to be able to go out and start their building. Because they said people are gonna be able to go back to the homes, and they gotta have the city clear them out. That's because of the hazardous materials. And he says, well, why can't they have dumpsters put out there and the people clear it out themselves?
That's right.
Like that. And he said, well, we want to do this. We'll get it done. It'll take probably about a week. So the week's too long. People want to go home. That's what they said, right?
People are dying to get things rolling. Yep.
He said, people want to go home, get it done. He said, that's ridiculous that y'all doing that. And he went off on her. Because, boy, she was trying to be nice to him.
Yeah, but
And he didn't
her,
care.
her
He don't
facial
care.
expressions was a know-it-all. I'm in large and in charge. Her facial expressions.
And then when Trump was hammering her, Melania was doing that. She was shaking her head.
Yeah.
Like, bitch, you need to shut up. I really want to know, Paul, I really want to know what Barron Trump told Biden when he left the stage after the inauguration.
Yeah.
He walked over and he shook Barron. As Trump walked out, he made an effort to take a step to the side, and he shook Biden's hand and said something to him like that. And then looked over at Kamala and shook her hand and said, and didn't say, I don't know if he said anything, they didn't show that. And walked off, but Biden went like this, he went, I want to know what he told. I know what he told him. He said, mess with my family, I'll cut you 6 different ways. I know he said something like that.
Well,
It looked real
coming
short,
this way.
what he said.
Yeah.
It looked real short, like F you or something like this, something like this. But I mean, see, that's the next one. Watch him. Because he is being groomed. Barron is being groomed. They were talking about him. Do you know he's got his own real estate business at 21?
Oh, really?
Him and some of his friends, they go to New York University. So, and he lives in Trump Tower. He has his own residence in Trump Tower. And they showed his residence. Lord help me.
Does he have a girlfriend?
I have no idea. Probably got many girlfriends.
Many female friends.
Yeah. 6'9".
Well,
But
you can tell when he's in a room because he's a head taller than everybody else.
Oh yeah. They got a meme out there on Instagram where they got Melania and Trump walking into the White House, and he gets out the limo and he's standing about 14 feet tall walking behind him.
Yeah.
He's looking down and they're like this big and he's like this big. But he's the next one, and it was great when they introduced him at the Capitol Center. He said, I don't know if y'all met my son Barron, and he got him to stand up. And Barron doing this like this, and he looks over at Trump, and he did the little thing that Trump does like that, and then he goes like this. And he puts his hand down, and everybody's cheering for him, and it started to die down, and he goes with his ear to hear some more like this. He said, "Come on," like that, and he put his hand on his ear, and everybody started cheering again. So he's not that young kid anymore. You figure he was He was 14 years old when the first time.
Yeah,
Wait, it's 4 years? Yeah, 14 years old the first time. Well, 13, actually. 13. He's 21.
he was 13.
Yeah, he was 13 for the first inauguration. 21 now.
Well, he's a big one, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think something else that's happening.
okay. All right, great, sure.
Something else happened. I can't think of what it was. That things are things are changing. Some of the companies are changing all their stance from the last 4 years to Trump's side. Big companies.
Yeah,
Didn't take long, did it?
no,
Didn't take long. Oh, oil. That's the other thing. Oil is down to 70 something dollars a barrel. So we should start seeing it.
yeah. It was as high as $65 a barrel, wasn't it?
No, it was like $100 a barrel.
Oh,
So it's down around 77 now. Because one of the first person he called was Saudi Arabia. Said drop your prices.
And then, you know, what he told me, he said, when I broke up from my
It's
girlfriend.
we're gonna see.
So I'm gonna take a couple of guys over. with me.
And I tell you what,
Drive by and
the
just-
guy never looks like he wants to, he's tired. He never looks tired.
really?
Oh,
He did at the day after the inaugural when he was sitting in the cathedral.
Can't have anywhere to go.
He would close his eyes, and when he closed his eyes, Melania would look at him. I think Melania was poking him in the side, saying, "Don't you close your eyes." Wasn't letting him do that.
Well, he sure been working hard.
And the best part about it is that he doesn't need note
I
cards.
said, it's gonna cost 10 grand.
He just ask him a question, and he's got it at the top of his head.
How would you know? You've never had two nickels to rub together.
I know people like that.
Right.
I know people that are like that that just don't forget. When I was in the military, when I was running supply, I was like that. I'd remember the crap you tried to tell me a year ago. Don't give me that crap. A year ago you did this and we did it this way. That's what I tell my son. I said, "You're in a position where you need to be like that. So you better listen and pay attention and listen and pay attention." But there's too many distractions now. We didn't have the distractions that he has.
Brenda says he doesn't think that he ever sleeps.
Oh, he sleeps. I guarantee you he sleeps. He was saying, I think a couple of years ago, they asked him if he ever slept, and he said he gets about 3 hours a night.
Wow.
This is the deal. Look, you're gonna laugh when you hear this. If you could train yourself to about 3 to 4 hours of sleep, it's probably better for you.
He was just out, Tim. That's her just wants attention.
And you got another fire starting.
Well, it's going to take a while for that plan that Donald's got for water for California. Because
Yeah.
it just doesn't fill up overnight,
Yep.
But isn't it supposed to rain out there?
Yeah, it's supposed to get some rain. Gonna help. Yeah, he jumped up about the vegetation. People were complaining about that. They said the reason this stuff's got so much stuff to burn is because they don't get rid of the dead vegetation. They say it is better for the environment to leave it there. Now, how's the
I don't
environment
think
look?
so. He's looking back.
Too cold out there.
Yeah, I think he gets Brenda, I think he gets 4 hours a night. I think that's what he gets.
Yeah, that's the mess over there at Howard Street.
Yeah. If
Yeah,
you need a minimum of 6 hours, he's doing good on 4. Imagine what he'd do on 6.
Couple things to get straight in prison, stuff out that's no good.
I don't know where TJ's at. He's not on Rodney's show.
he might be at work
Yeah.
because he popped in early and then disappeared. I'm at the point now, Joe, where I sleep on and off all night and I have to figure out what time it is.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I usually go to bed and get about 5 hours, 4 hours, and I wake up about 4 or 5 hours later.
Yeah, I was up last night at 1 o'clock and up again at 4 o'clock, up again at 5 o'clock. Okay, Lance, we understand.
If the magnets on that case that holds the filters
Yeah,
were as good as the magnets, if the magnets on the drone was as good as the magnets they put in that case, it would never come off. I wasn't gonna buy filters for the Neo anyway. My son and them said put out a wish list for Christmas, and he said anything up, well, they said under $30, and he's on sale for 19, so I stuck that on there. Figured it'd be something I could use. Yeah, I flew it again yesterday, Paul. Over the Neo yesterday, over
Yeah.
just around here, just to kind of leisurely show that the snow was melting and everything. And that sucker, I changed all the expo settings to make it a little smoother. Because I realized I never did change them. So I changed them and it looked a little smoother, but I still have that drift. And I
Huh.
don't know why it's got that drift. It's like when you're making like if you're going forward, then you start going to the left to make a turn. Seems like the back end is drifting out. And when I was bringing it back to me, I'm coming between trees and I'm bringing it back to me, and the thing keeps going towards the tree to the right, to the tree to the right. And I'm bringing it to the left, it's to the tree to the right. I was going real slow, wasn't going fast. And sure enough, comes when I get next to the tree, it like the tree attracted it.
Huh,
It looked like it was attracted to the tree, like I got to go to the tree. And it went right into it clipped the tree. I said, "Come on!" Had to go pick it up on the ground. I said, "You got to be kidding me!"
you,
And I
you
was
might have
going
a,
about.
you might have a defective one.
Well, I'm about to tell him now. I'm saying I can't get rid of this drip. You know.
Well, what you need to do is have a talk with them and say, hey, I'm not new to droning. I've owned several DJIs. I'm happy with most of them, but I'm somewhat happy. I like the video that comes off of the Neo, but I having control issues. And so maybe there's something wrong with this.
Well, what I think I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna recalibrate everything. Go through everything real good, recalibrate everything. Try it again. It might just be the calibrations off a little bit.
Yeah, could be. Well, that's probably what they're going to ask you if you recalibrated everything.
That's why I want to do all that first. Do that right here. See, crazy bitch. See, when I'm outside, I'm flying, and it gives me all my satellites. As soon as I walk through the door, it said textured environment. Never heard that before on the other. I don't hear that on the other drone.
Did you look it up?
No, I need to. I'm thinking it's because of the different levels of everything around here. Because it's looking with got AI visual assist, so it's seeing all the different areas. Like up and down. That's what I'm thinking.
I can't get it to work either. Really? Turn it on and off. Yeah. I think because it's too far away from my control. I got a couple of sports I want to copy and one thing was screwed up like that. I want to the other one might say something, that offer you a whole other between the two one. I didn't want to print out, I only got two copies of it and I didn't want to screw it up. And I have to wait to go to the court to get more. Yeah. I got a funny thing yesterday in the mail. It was the cabin that died. Upstairs. Yeah. And it was a circuit court down in Macomb County. Says he owes $20,000 for back child support. Just throw it out. Yeah. But he gets mail all the time. Well, what? Was he married? Or just boyfriend? I don't know. They weren't physically married. He was married to somebody else, but divorced. Well, I can't believe it's What did you say you might try and plug it back in again.
Yeah.
The,
Yeah, I did, all of what you call it. I just did all the calibrations.
and what was, the notice that kept telling you when you came inside?
Bright and well lit, textured environments.
Texture environments.
Textured environment, okay. No, cartridge isn't doing anything. I don't know. How long have you used it much? No. If you open it up, you should be able to see the cartridges. You lift the top, I think.
Oh, right here. And it's just like. Oh, this is just, the glass. Oh, I don't know, I'll try once more, I don't know if I can break it.
Well, I got it all done, so we'll find out.
I tried to look up textured environment notification for the Neo, and it doesn't. Just
It
gives me
says something, it's the first thing it says is flying something. I can't, let me get it to do it again, see if I can hear it. It says flying something, textured environments. And I can't understand that word. I'm gonna start looking it up. I've got to figure it out.
No color, there's no, hardly anything printing on it.
Yeah, the way to keep to the cartridges.
Go to the airport at 3, got to a house at 1. And deal with this, he's not, I'm supposed to be meeting there tomorrow at 4, I'm gonna take Don Wesley, and Tony, who's gonna show up?
Yeah, I think I found it.
Well, all I did was just the button. See right there. The black one's really low. So that's what's not printed, it's getting the color. Well, it's getting the color. It's getting black. But I only have 2 of these, and I don't want to screw them up and then. So I just print them off and then I use it. Instead of using carbon, I just send it to twice.
It's not, that is not what it's saying.
Take it off and put it in. And then 2 cartridges of black and color.
We're gonna get this thing. I want to see what this says.
And 2. You can see what's actually in it.
Hey, Joe, did you get it figured?
No, but one of the guys here said, and it says what it's saying to him. It says flying well lit, textured environment, but that's not what this says. At least I don't know. Tell me if you can hear it. Watch, I'm gonna do it. I just recorded it.
Say, I can hear it.
It says supposed to be fly in well-lit textured environment. But sounds like it's saying fly in enrollment. Because it's not well lit. That's not what it's saying. It says textured environment. And when you go to, I typed in what I thought it said, and it came up, and the guy says flying well lit textured environments. That's what he said. His is saying. So I don't know if that's what his is saying. Mine's not saying the same thing. And DJI is actually telling them it might be too reflective. You know, this is what was this? That's the Neo, yeah. And he said, and DJI came back and said, now he said he crashed it, right? He said it was flying in a room and suddenly the Neo fell out of the sky. Now mine, when I flew it the first couple of times, as soon as it would go up, it'd say attitude mode and land. And land on me. And it wouldn't let me control it. Then after that, he says he gets the message about the texture, right? They saying to send it back so they can find out the cause of it. So I'm gonna probably let them know, and it might tell me send it back.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking you got some kind of a screwed up.
Yeah. Might be one of the guys said he thinks it might be the down sensors might not be working. So that could be the whole thing. So I guess I'll let them know.
Yeah, that's what they're there for.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, let's check this over here.
Well, I'm not gonna use the care refresh. I'm gonna contact them first.
Well, it doesn't connect, but it still works.
I'll just wait till you get home.
Trying to see if I can fly it inside. Probably not gonna let me. Alexa, turn on Christmas tree.
Okay. What cartridge is it, was it that we needed on there? 67. 67, okay.
Hey.
Get one off. We'll get for Amazon.
That just did a calibration.
XL.
Just turn it on, says calibration required.
So now I want you to calibrate it?
No, I had it sitting over there. I brought it over here and it doesn't say that. Stupid.
Wow. Well, I did see an interesting thing online. Was you know how when you unfold the flip, when you move the one leg, it opens up? There's a setting you can turn that on and off.
Fly with caution.
It won't let me fly inside. It's an attitude move, flying with caution, and as soon as it comes up, it wants to go to the right.
Wow. Yeah, I would say probably needs to go back.
And I think it's gonna wind up going back.
Jody says it must be an operator error.
Now, this drone, like I said, even if you do it in the autonomous mode, it goes crazy. As soon as it does an autonomous, it comes right back down. So, Monday. What is Monday?
Well, today's the 25th, right? Today's Sunday, the 25th, so the next one is 26th.
Yeah, I gotta look at something here.
Today is Saturday, the 25th. The 26th is Sunday and 27th is Monday.
Yeah, Ron Brown just texted me. He wants Johnny and I to get on Drone Nation on Monday night.
Jody says, make sure there's not any dog hair wrapped around the props.
There's nothing wrapped around in there. Yeah, I gotta find out if anything got rescheduled to Monday. 26th, nothing on the 26th.
Oh, you mean
Yeah, it's, see if I got any schedules to do,
yeah,
you know? Yeah, it looks like no. 'Cause I remember them saying next game was Tuesday. So that should be good. But they rescheduled stuff, you see what I mean?
yeah.
I know they said they're gonna have 4 games next week. Let's see what next week is. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, okay. They're gonna have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday next week. That should be good Monday. And Monday's the 27th. Today. Yeah.
They're still running.
Yeah, so they're gonna have games on the 28th, 29th, 30th, and 31st. Yeah, so it looks like it's gonna be Johnny and I are gonna be on Drone Nation Monday night. They want us to talk about the snow that we took pictures of. See, that's the other reason why I haven't bought the Flip 2. Because I bought this one because they said specifically, this was an inside drone. That'd be good for inside. And it's not. I'm almost to the point where if I were to get it back and they give me a new one in a box, just to sell the whole one.
30 minutes till Black River. Hunter McIntosh, fire traffic car. Just be advised you check down at the sun for the Ivor Bridle. Roger, standing by channel 111316. Hunter McIntosh.
You see, I should be able to do this. I should be able to put it in my hand and tell it to hover, and it should sit right here and hover. Well, last night they signed in the Secretary of Defense. The new Paul, you heard that last night? New Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth.
Yeah, they're just giving him swearing him in right now.
Yeah, that was last night.
I don't know, it says live right now.
Yeah, but it was 10:25. It says 10, but that was last night they were showing that. They showed that
10:24.
last night.
Well, that was the vote, but this is the official swearing in.
No, like I said, last night I saw this. I actually saw this last night. Him giving it, doing that.
Yep, see on the top right-hand corner, it says
Yeah.
live till 10:25 a.m., which is what it is.
Yep. But I saw him last night. That's what I'm saying. I remember. I was looking up there. You know how he got voted in, right?
Yeah,
was-
last night, late
It was
last.
50-50. It was 50-50. And Vance had to come in and give the deciding vote.
Yep.
He's gonna be good.
Yeah, he is.
The military is gonna change. And he's gonna be all right.
Yeah, I'm looking at it and the time is changing where it says live Capitol Hill. Now it went off.
And now it says live. Yeah, I know. I swear I saw this last night.
I don't remember him making a speech last night though afterwards.
Yeah, I don't remember it either.
So this must be the official swearing in and giving him the oath of office.
Yep. Yep.
Well, Joe, what do you think? I think I'm gonna call it.
Yeah, we can pack it in. And nobody else wants to come in.
Yep. Okay, everybody. Hey, thanks for being here. We'll see you all again later tonight.
Yep.
Bye
y'all
for now.
later.